of the WWE.
You know, Pat, we talked about...
Update on Becky Lynch's status for WrestleMania 41 reports. Becky Lynch left World Wrestling Entertainment after her contract expired in June 2024. Although her status in the wrestling business was up in the air, reports state that the Irish star had signed a new contract with the Stamford-based promotion sometime later. According to Fightful Select, Becky Lynch is reportedly under contract with WWE. And there were no plans to bring her back for the premiere of Raw on Netflix, contrary to what was believed at the time, and she was not present at the show. Until December 2024, the company had not nailed down any WrestleMania plans for the man. Her return date has also not been decided yet. Before her departure, Lynch had won the Women's World Championship immediately after Rhea Ripley got sidelined. Interestingly, she was unable to defeat the Eradicator on the grandest stage of them all in April 2024. A section of the viewers hoped to see the two reignite their program upon the former champions return to the ring. What Seth Rollins said about Becky Lynch's future. Seth Rollins noted that Becky Lynch loves acting and has decided to give that side of her career some time amidst her absence in WWE. Rollins emphasized his wife's busy schedule. He claimed that she had been hustling all along and not taking rest at home, unlike what was believed when she quietly left the wrestling scene. Here's what the former World Heavyweight Champion said during his interview on Insight with Chris Van Vliet earlier this month. During a recent interview with Chris Van Vliet, her husband Seth Rollins claimed she has a major project coming out soon along with her role in the new Star Trek series on Paramount. However, Rollins did not give away any further details. Now there is some new information regarding the man's immediate future. My wife loves acting. She's way better at it than I am. She's got awesome stuff coming out. Obviously, she announced her bid on Star Trek, which is going to be sick. I think that comes out maybe next year, and she's got another thing that I'm not allowed to talk about that'll be coming out sooner than that. Yeah, I can't say anything. People have been like, oh, she's on hiatus, taking a break. She has not been taking a break. She has been working her tail off the last 6-7 months. She's been hustling. Rollins said today as for her wrestling career, Becky Lynch had assured late last year that it was far from over, and that sooner or later, she would be back to exact revenge on Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio for starters. Becky Lynch's return could lead to 2 heel turns, WWE veteran thinks exclusive. Lynch previously performed as a villain in 2021 and 2022 before Triple H turned her face in one of his first major decisions as WWE's creative figurehead. Rollins also became a face in 2022 after portraying a heel for 3 years. On Sportskeeda Wrestling's Riding with Russo, Russo spoke to host Dr. Chris Featherstone about WWE's possible WrestleMania 41 plans. The one-time WCW World Heavyweight Champion wants to see Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton feud on SmackDown. On Raw, he thinks Lynch should return as a heel and revisit her 2024 rivalry with babyface Rhea Ripley. Bro, if it were me, I like the idea of, like you said, I like the idea of Charlotte with Tiffany, Russo said. Bro, I don't mind the idea of Becky as a heel against Rhea Ripley. I don't mind that at all. 112 to 127. Watch the video above to hear Vince Russo explain why he hates WWE's booking of Rhea Ripley. Why Vince Russo would turn Seth Rollins heel with Becky Lynch. In 2019, Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins joined forces in a series of tag team matches shortly after making their real-life relationship public. 6 years on, they have a child together and have been married since 2021. Watch the video above to hear Vince Russo explain why he hates WWE's booking of Rhea Ripley. Why Vince Russo would turn Seth Rollins heel with Becky Lynch. In 2019, Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins joined forces in a series of tag team matches shortly after making their real-life relationship public. 6 years on, they have a child together and have been married since 2021. If Becky Lynch or Seth Rollins turn heel, Vince Russo thinks the other should also become a bad guy to make the storyline more believable. It can be very easy for them to do if they're going to turn Seth Rollins heel. If they're going to turn Seth Rollins heel, then make Becky a part of that story. You know what I'm saying? Don't split hairs. Bro, when they do the husband's a heel and the wife's a babyface, it doesn't work because you picture them going home together at night. So you're saying, what is she doing with him? He's a scumbag. They do that every time. Make her a part of turning him heel. 159 to 231. Lynch's most recent bout ended in defeat against Liv Morgan in a steel cage match on the May 27, 2024 episode of Raw. Rollins, meanwhile, has not wrestled since losing to CM Punk in the main event of Raw's Netflix premiere on January 6th. Do you think Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins should turn heel? Hit the discuss button and let us know. Netflix had a special request regarding Becky Lynch ahead of imminent WWE return. Reports exclusive. Becky Lynch is expected to return to WWE on Raw when it moves to Netflix, whether it's on the debut episode, Week 2, or any other date. Interestingly, a new report has revealed a special request that Netflix had about the man on WrestleVotes radio on Backstage Pass. Joey Votes and TC spoke about the imminent return of Becky Lynch, who was featured in the Raw on Netflix promotional video on their YouTube channel and social media. It's no secret that Big Time Bex has had her return locked in for a long time now, with at least a verbal agreement in place during her hiatus, if not a formal one. All of the formalities are likely completed by now. Joey Votes stated that sources within WWE told him and TC that Netflix had a special request regarding Becky Lynch. They specifically wanted her for the promotional video. Becky Lynch set to have a character change ahead of her WWE return. If the multi-time women's champion returns, fans may want to see her have another change in character. According to PWN, when talking about Lynch and Charlotte Flair's returns, it was stated that the man was looking to move on from her previous character, which means she could have a drastic change of persona. Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair are already working on what's next for them creatively. Possible shift in the man's character for Becky, as she has wanted to move on for some time from that character. Expect to see them both appear on TV soon, read the report. It would be a great way to return to WWE. When she made a stunning return at SummerSlam 2021 and dethroned SmackDown Women's Champion Bianca Belair in seconds, it marked a new chapter in her career. The man's popularity inevitably took her back to her babyface character, but she likely knows that she's entering a different WWE than what she left 7 months ago. The Raw on Netflix shift is the perfect place and perfect time for a change. Becky Lynch has been absent from WWE programming since June 2024. The Stamford-based promotion delivered on its promise and delivered a historic debut episode of Monday Night Raw on Netflix. The show featured multiple returns from WWE legends and 4 high-stakes matches that had jaw-dropping moments. Roman Reigns re-established order by reclaiming the Ula Fala, while Rhea Ripley pinned Liv Morgan to become the 2-time Women's World Champion. JUSO and CM Punk